right, so let me give you some of this from Matt Taibbi. It is well worth the read. We'll try to tweet it out here in the next few minutes from me at Glenn Beck. But also, it is in my morning newsletter. Every day, I give you just the stories that I'm looking at. They're the stories that has taken us 21 hours to compile. It's all of the news we think that you need to know, all the stories that I need to know to be able to do this show and be able to piece things together. If you think that we are right about anything or on the right track, this is a must read, and it's absolutely free at glennbeck.com. So the fix is in, Matt Taibbi writes, to protect democracy. Democracy is already being canceled. We just haven't admitted the implications of this to ourselves yet. On Sunday, January 14th, NBC News ran an eye-catching story. Fears grow that Trump will use the military in dictatorial ways if he returns to the White House. It describes a loose-knit network of public interest groups and lawmakers. You hear that? A loose-knit network of public interest groups and lawmakers. So a public-private partnership that is quietly making plans to foil any efforts to expand presidential power on the part of Donald Trump. Now, they're not doing this with this president. This president, please play cut 2 yesterday, that was talking about the border, and listen to what he said. Cut 2. Okay.
With executive authority, or is there more you could do? Absent
Not all I can do. Just give me the power. I've asked for the very day I got in office. Give me the border patrol. Give me the people, the judges. Give me the people who can stop this and make it work right.
Stop. Give me the power, boy. Give me the power. You already have the power of the Border Patrol within limits, law. It's your administration. Give me the power over the judges. No, that's not the way our constitutional republic works. Give me the power of the people that can make this happen. You have all the power you need. He's asking for emergency powers. No. I am fine with making sure that presidential power doesn't happen for Donald Trump or Donald Duck or Joe Biden. I don't care who the president is. The administrative state has too much power right now. Why aren't they worried about the expansion of presidential power under Biden, just Trump? Anyway, the piece quotes an array of former high-ranking officials, all insisting Donald Trump will misuse the Department of Defense to execute civilian political aims. Since Joe Biden's team leaked a strategy memo in late December listing Trump is an existential threat to democracy, as Campaign 2024 central talking point, surrogates have worked overtime to insert this existential or democracy in quotes everywhere. This was no different. We're 30 seconds away from Armageddon clock when it comes to democracy, said Bill Clinton's Secretary of Defense, adding that Trump is a clear and present danger to our democracy. Words, no matter what, leftists will tell you, words have meaning. Words have consequences. When you talk about Armageddon, that he is a clear and present danger, when something is a clear and present danger, that gives the president and others leeway to do what they have to do to remove a danger that is clear and present. Skye Perryman of Democracy Forward, one of the advocacy groups organizing the loose coalition between the government and private organizations, believe this is an existential moment for American democracy. declared former CIA and Defense Chief Leon Panetta, like any good dictator, he's going to try to use the military to basically perform his will. Show me that even threat. I mean, he, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't send people to Portland when he should have. Didn't do it. Former acting assistant attorney general for national security at the U.S. Department of Justice and currently visiting Georgetown law professor Mary McCord said, "We're already starting to put together a team to think through the most damaging types of things that Trump might do, so we're ready to bring lawsuits if we have to." These people have no intention of following the people's will. You're too stupid. They know. They will take all of the power that they have, and they will stop him. The group was formed by at least two organizations that have been hyperactive in filing lawsuits against Trump and Trump-related figures over the years. The aforementioned Democracy Forward, chaired by a former Perkins Coie and Hillary campaign attorney, Mark Elias. Now, why do we know those names? I mean, Hillary Clinton, but Perkins Coie, Mark Elias, why? They were the ones behind the British spy memo that talked about, there's a P-tape in Washington.
The Christopher Steele manifesto.
Correct. And then Protect Democracy, a ubiquitous nonprofit run by former Obama administration lawyers, funded at least in part by LinkedIn magnate Reid Hoffman. So you've got the who's who here. The article implied a future Trump presidency will necessitate new forms of external control over the military. Listen to what they're saying, the Trump presidency will necessitate new forms of external control over the military. What does that mean? Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal has a bill to clarify the Insurrection Act, a 1792 law that empowers the president to deploy the military to quell domestic rebellion. So would it be like he could take over and then anybody in the military that disagreed with him, he'd get rid of them so he could have control over the military? I mean, exactly what Joe Biden did? Exactly what Joe Biden did through COVID and January 6th. Do you remember? Never heard this phrase ever before. The military is on a complete global stand down until we root out the domestic, would they say terrorist or those who are deeply MAGA? I've never heard that before. Wait a minute. So you're getting rid of the people who agree with Trump. You're getting rid of the people that you claim were for January 6th. I don't know a soul that was for January 6th. Not a soul. On January 6th, we all watched in horror. Now, today, we're all watching in horror. Half of us are watching in horror as this whole thing is coming apart, and it is a government operation, or at least great parts of it were a government operation. So they want to make sure that Congress and the courts ratify presidential decisions to deploy the military at home. Here's an idea. Why don't we have Congress speak up whenever the military is deployed? See, that's the way the Constitution works. If the military needs to be deployed overseas or here, the president can do it, but for a very short period of time before Congress has to say yes or no. NBC quotes from former high-ranking defense and intelligence officials about possible preemptive mutiny were interesting on their own. Did you hear this? Are you hearing what is being said? However, the really striking twist was what we read in the story before. For over a year, the Biden administration and its surrogates have dropped hint after hint after hint. The plan for winning in 2024 against Donald Trump or anyone else might involve something other than voting. Lawsuits in multiple states have been filed to remove Trump from the ballot. Primaries have been canceled or invalidated. An ominous Washington Post editorial by Robert Kagan, husband to senior state official Victoria Nuland, read like an APB to assassins to head off an inevitable Trump dictatorship. And on January 11th of this year, leaders of a third party called No Labels sent an amazing letter to the Department of Justice complaining of a conspiracy to stop voting. These are the No Labels people, okay? These are the people like Joe Biden who's like, I'm not Joe Biden, Joe Lieberman, who are like, can't we just all get along? Yeah, we can, Joe, but, you know, the No Labels thing's not really catching fire here. There are some things that are problems. Okay, so what happened? This letter was sent, authored by former NAACP director Ben Chavez, former Connecticut Senator Joe Lieberman, former Director of National Intelligence, former North Carolina governor, and former Assistant Attorney General and Iran-Contra Special Counsel Dan Webb. The No Labels letter describes a meeting of multiple advocacy groups aligned with the Democratic Party. In the 80-minute confab, audio of which was obtained by Semaphore, was a dire warning issued to anyone considering a third-party run. Tell me this is not a threat. Through every channel we have, to their donors, their friends, their press, everyone, we should send the message. If you have one fingernail clipping of a skeleton in your closet, we will find it. If you think you were vetted when you ran for governor, you're insane. That was nothing. We are going to come at you with every gun we can possibly find. We did not do that to Jill Stein or Gary Johnson. We should have. And we will not make that mistake again. End quote.